energy or not. So I believe you've already made teams, and this is the fourth team and this is our anti-team who are against this topic. And against this topic means you don't want the nuclear energy to be increased further. So these are some prompts. You can talk about safety concerns, environmental impact, etc. Rubric that we already agreed on to have the argument quality, use of evidence, rebuttal and counter arguments.
Me and him think we should increase the use of nuclear energy because it's a major energy, and out of all energy, it gives the most power.
It's very energy efficient. It's always going to be able to produce energy like turbines. There's not always going to be wind. Water, it's a huge waste factor of water. It's always going to be reliable. It's easy for waste management. Coal and oil, they're always clouding up our skies and they're hurting our ozone layer. And it's not a viable way to really waste manage. And it produces a very large amount of energy.
Okay, very good. Yeah, Amber has a point.
So it can increase labor around the world and many funding. So basically, it can be very expensive and very labor-inducing, and it can be controversial among many political sides of the country. And it can pose threats towards the environment. Like for example, the 1986 Chernobyl accident. It has been very impactful, and it can be a counter.
The speaker.
I'd like to debate on Amber's idea about the Chernobyl disaster. Obviously, nuclear energy has been a really strong power source, and the energy source did not have enough water around it, and that's why it exploded. It would be avoided if it did have water around it, and on several occasions, it's a really safe power source unless you manage it properly and operate it properly.
That's a good
precautions. So, if they follow the precautions, then it would never have happened. So nuclear power plants are actually really safe if you just follow the rules. And for nuclear weapons, we're talking about nuclear energy. We're not talking about nuclear weapons, so their topic is completely off point.
Yes, if you follow all the procedures and all the rules, it is safe, but it's very easy to not follow those, and someone that's new to it, they can make a mistake, or even someone that's been in it for years, they can easily make a mistake, and something.
Bring to the point of coal, oil, and dams. Dams are causing massive waste of water that we could use to help other people. Coal is hurting our ozone layer. Oil is messing up our oceans. So their point still doesn't stand. Every source of energy is going to hurt the planet, but nuclear waste is just a small price we have to pay to get the most reliable form of energy.
Okay, that's a good impressive point.
3 times already.
Yeah.
Wait,
but that one argument is countering your whole claim.
Wait, I got something.
But I just mentioned coal because the ozone layer is getting damaged. If our ozone layer is damaged, how are we going to make crops? How are we going to have rainwater? Bro,
That's how you
what's your claim here, bro? Same point is getting mentioned, but your claims are
we have Maria to talk.
You keep talking about the dams and the wastage of resources and stuff, but the nukes are literally they're harming people and they're killing people. They're literally killing people. There's a whole difference between losing resources and killing people. That's a really wide comparison.
Okay, we're going to walk away.
Dams, they prevent flooding in other areas, and we keep the water in an area that we need to keep it in. And then the oil, we need that for a lot of the vehicles that we use and all those types of things. And how are we going to use nuclear power plants instead of oil? So, and then to go onto the coal, we're kind of moving past that, so it's not really a big issue, but we still need it for the things that we use it for.
Okay, that's it.
Coal production has a really bad impact on environment and people. It's been climate change is a really big issue in our earth right now. It's been damaging environment. It's been damaging food webs and animals, and it's been damaging the whole earth itself.
So just before I start my another argument, I can get why the other side would support the increase of nuclear energy because of the low carbon that it provides and because of the land use that it's needed. But I still would like to go over the radioactive waste that because it provides large amounts of radioactive waste after the process.
Yeah.
And not only that, but the high cost. Because think about it,
it's used for almost everything, and the high cost, it can cause the companies like that to go into debt or bankrupt.
Yes, that's a good point.
I have a question for them because so Kayla, you said that y'all are like saving the earth by using nuclear energy. But how are y'all saving the earth if y'all are literally blowing it up?
Okay, that's nuclear weapons. That's nuclear weapons, not nuclear energy. That's nuclear weapons.
Point is still wrong. That's the first point. Second point is that, what do you mean blowing it up? There's literally nuclear energy is one of the safest energy sources. If you just follow the safety precautions, it's not that hard. It's just because some people are idiots and don't want to follow precautions.
Alright, so I have a question for y'all since you want to ask us a question, right? So, Mario, so you keep on mentioning how, we're using nuclear weapons to blow up, countries and all that. But my question is, when's the last time we actually used those nukes to blow something up? It's been years, right? And
Okay, let's listen to them very carefully. Yes.
So even activities such as uranium mining and in gathering can even cause long-term effects. And simple things and simply power a generator can take lots of labor hours, and lots of side effects working in the mines. Yeah.
So they say that there's a lot of labor required for this, a lot of
Coal mining.
And that is Okay, let's listen to Nicholas. Okay, everybody, all ears. Okay, go ahead, Nicholas. What's your point on this?
I remember there was some discourse on the cost of nuclear power plants, and one of the only ways to be able to fund these plants would be through the government, which would have a lot of political implications as well, but also in some cases where the government itself refuses to give the proper funds to these plants, it could result in these sort of accidents.
Okay.
Happening.
So improper funding can lead to maximum accidents of nuclear power plants. So that's what you mean to say, right?
Homes, right? And there's some effects that affect them. Every time, sometimes they dust the air and the toxins from the mine. They have to go deep down to get the coal mines just for some people to mess it up with the.
So you mean to say that's fatal for human beings as well when they go deep down in the coal mines?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the topic?
World Energy
So why are you talking about coal and oil? That doesn't make sense.
Because they want to get rid of nuclear.
So you're talking about nuclear weapons and you're trying to go on topic, but your topic doesn't make sense either.
All right. Okay. Let's take last point from Sayed, and I'm gonna wind up. Just one more minute.
So basically how Amin was saying that there's a lot of effects on mining. So a lot of the main effects is air pollution, water pollution, and there's a lot of effects on the earth from coal mining.
Okay, that's good. Let's take one point.